Hello and good morning. It's terribly early, and it is actually terribly early. It's 6 o'clock. I've been awake a while already and just navigated through the narrowest place in the world. Oh, God. I'm going to Denmark now to take the boat. Fjord fast. So it's gonna take about 2 hours and a half, I think, to cross. So I've never taken it before. So that's gonna be interesting. And yeah, had a good sleep. Nice place. Very surprisingly quiet and not too hot either, considering it was an old building and it was in the middle of the city. I mean, the old part of the city, but still. I don't know, how are you feeling, Robert?
I feel awake.
Good for you. So yeah, I'll just take you on the cat and see how it looks. It's nice to just drive through some empty city streets though. It's always fun. Little noisy chatterbots about some old people talking about whatever, and they just were noisy. So I didn't sleep very much. So I'm still tired, but I get some rest. Good coffee, good. We were in the lounge at the front of the ship, so you could see everything. Very nice. Yeah, what do you think?
Nice crossing. I'm happy that I chose to add the lounge, because then we had, as you know, the boat was full, but then we had a seat that was ours during the crossing, and we had available drinks for free, and
there was a lot
food.
of space for the rest of the boat as well.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be an issue. But you have a table. It was very pleasant.
Yeah.
This
I will probably do this another time.
Yeah, I have no idea what it cost. What did it cost?
Paid with the lounge. The lounge is 200 per person. 120 euros.
That's not bad at all. I mean,
80 for the car and 40 for the lounge.
And they have charging. There's a lot of electric cars over you can see here. You can charge your car. Now the car has updated its own existence, so it knows where it is. And we're going to Göring. We're gonna arrive there at 15% and stay there for 20 minutes. And then we're gonna go on to Vejle and to a cabin there. It's a campsite, yes. Or is it a hotel?
It's a hotel.
It's a hotel. The car is preheating. We have 21%, by the way. It estimates, I don't know, around 100 kilometers. So, sun is shining, partly clouded, 18 degrees. Life is generally pretty good. We've been there before. It was a 75D once upon a time. We rented. It was red actually. I loved that thing. It was nice. And now we're here and we're just thundering on, you know. And we drove pretty quickly. And I mean, look at this consumption. We've been doing 240 or 50. It's Denmark. You can
140.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. And I mean,
no, it's ugly.
I love my Tesla, and I still haven't had a power limit. I mean, we're at 15, less than 15%. Still haven't had. Still doesn't have a. This car doesn't give you power limits. It's just astonishing.
I love a lot of the superchargers in Denmark. I love because right at them you have Sunset Boulevard or 7-Eleven.
Going. Come on, give me the entire route. All the way. But we're gonna stop at Haverslev, it says. I don't know, maybe we can be bothered. Let's see. Then we're gonna go down here.
It's depending on how hard you are on your right foot.
Relatively quick top up. I've been there for 15 minutes. No, it wants to have us, as I mentioned, Haverslev. And it says we're gonna stop there for half an hour. But maybe we'll have a lunch there then. Because it is after all a while. That's an hour. I will forget how small Denmark is. Charging with, we're just getting around 70 kilowatt really, but mostly because some person suddenly came and took the charge next to us. Don't know why, but he did. That's how it is. There's some food because I haven't eaten since before the car woke in the morning when we left. The car can just charge, doesn't matter. I don't think we have any charging possibilities at the hotel apartment we're going to anyway, so very efficient. We had a quite relatively fast slap down here. Granted it wasn't very far, but still. And it's quiet, really quiet. There's a bit of wind noise, but these windows they've done a very good job with the because it's quite windy today, and no, you don't have to shout to each other. It's nice, and most of the road noise goes away as well from the tires. So. Now we're on day 9, and it's just me really. I'm going. I don't really know what to do. I had planned to visit the museums today, and then it shows up that you need tickets and you haven't been booked and they're full. It's not just to show up and buy and then pay to walk in, and it was a lot more complex than that. So I'm just gonna drive to the coastline and we'll see what we find. I think. Bring my drone along, and yeah, I think that's it. We're now at Red Crew. I just had to stop here because a bit not where I plan to go, but I don't think I have all the things I need to charge on the other chargers, because I know Circle K has some and this has my Unities and stuff, but don't know if I'm registered there. Left some of my ID stuff at home. Anyway, that's how it is. When we were here with the S 3 years ago or something, 4 years ago, there was almost no Danish Teslas. It was just a few old S's and stuff, because they changed their tax rules after a while, so the pre-facelift S's were sold quite a lot, and then it all stopped. Now it's a lot of threes, Danish threes, and of course right now there's also a few Norwegian SSXs and threes around, me included, because people are on vacation. I'm very glad to see increased electrification also in Denmark. Of course, a lot of these spaces that you've seen, they're small, there's not that much space for development of them. So yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens in Denmark and what Tesla chooses to do. Because over time they will need more than these kind of relatively small 6 to 8 stalls. Yeah, speaking of Denmark, it's flat here, it's always windy, and there's wind turbines absolutely everywhere, and there's a bit of solar as well. I would just wish we could have this at home. I know that topographically Denmark is better suited than Norway because, well, they don't have mountains for a start, it's pretty flat. And, well, we have mountains and we're arguing about onshore wind and the placement on the mountaintop, and it destroys the view and all of that. Nature and habitats, and of course we can't put them everywhere. We have to put them where it's suitable to have them. Just see how you do it here, and it's not like it's just so much. You just plonk them down and that's it, and they're easily accessible, and they're not that big either. Tesla, yes, they're opening up a supercharger at the end of, what was it, the end of this year, end of next year, something like that, for everybody else. This is for those of us who know Tesla is no new. This is not news if you have followed the company for, well, at least the last 10 years. But some people, some owners are, oh no, now we have to queue up with everybody else and it's gonna be a disaster, and I want to, then I will stop buying a Tesla because that's the only reason to buy a Tesla is a supercharger network. Historically that might be true because the quality of the cars themselves were, if you were used to an Audi or a German car, somewhat more dubious in my mind now, particularly now with the Model 3s, the new ones from China and also elsewhere. They really are getting their quality and the noise levels together. But as I see this, yes, the supercharger network is a huge boon to a Tesla owner, no doubt about that. It's the biggest party trick in town. But this is a service that will help everybody, not just Tesla, everybody else. And they will, because they can't just open it up to everybody. You have to have, I would imagine they will set strict rules for the kind of charge levels your car can take, simply because otherwise you'll just be you just drown in e-golfs and i3s and all sorts of stuff, and that just wouldn't do. You would need your MEB platform, the Skoda Enyaqs and stuff that can take 127, 130 kilowatts. Your Ionic Q5s and stuff that can take the 150, 200, whatever it is. So I don't know what it can take on 400 volt. Anyway, you need something that can shove a bit of energy. So I think, I mean, they have 10 years to think of this. I personally love it. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Tesla has overcapacity on most of its chargers for 80-90% of the time, except for maybe an hour every day and maybe a month or two every year when everybody's traveling. And I'm sure they'll fix this. It's not like people will only travel on Tesla chargers. They will not. They will use everything else out there as well. So, but it will make life easier for everyone, and that is a good thing. Will there be problems in the beginning? Yes, of course it will. Will they be solved? Probably yes. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Tesla will make money. Tesla will use this to build more, bigger and even better superchargers for everybody. So it's a win-win-win for everyone. I'm thinking, if you think this is a problem and you're gonna start whining, then buy something else. You probably want to buy a diesel because you don't want everybody to have electric cars anyway, because you care more about your own egoistic needs than you care about the whole picture as well. So here we are then on day 2 in
Vejle.
Vejle. On day 2 in Vejle, yes. Well, what have we been doing? Well, you came ill, so you haven't been doing very much.
I have seen the city, the what do you call it in English? This street where you walk.
I know the name, I just can't remember it. You have
a lot.
You just close it off and you just have cafes and shops and stuff.
Yeah, very nice city. I have never been here, and never heard of the city. Just well, we were on the way from Bergen to Kristiansand, and I just went on booking.com. I just went in and searched for some hotel in south of Denmark, close to, well, you are close to everything when you're in Denmark. 3 hours and you're through Denmark, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But I found this place and this hotel. It's not new hotel, but the rooms are okay.
Yeah, as you can see here, you haven't got a new room because this is not your. They're all the same. They look the same, but the door lock, the reader,
Battery.
yeah, went out of power. Suddenly it stopped working, and we were like, whoa, shit. So we got a new room, and that's okay. We have been eating and drinking.
You have everything within what 10-15 minutes walk.
Yeah,
So
tops.
it's even for me, I can explore a lot of things here because they are not far away.
Yeah, and today I had a drive off just to do something. I was planning to go to the museum. That didn't work out. And there was this place I ended up on. It was a really strange, kind of like a dike, sort of, in the North Sea. I mean, just really fascinating place. I was supposed to go further out to the beach on the other island. I just couldn't be bothered. But I had to walk along the dike and the sea and looked at the wind turbines. And it's really nice.
It's nice to be back in Denmark, I have to say. Yeah, I like Denmark. Nice people, good food, good drinks.
Yeah, we understand each other language-wise. It's not okay. You have to work a little bit both ways, but it's not very difficult.
No.
And they are more, a bit more maybe continental here, because they are after all tied more to the continent than we are in Norway. I'm thinking then about the architecture and stuff. So just walking around, looking at the old city and the architecture, and it's just the style of the place. And it's flat.
Yeah.
It's always blowing. That's why they have wind turbines everywhere.
They have a lot of superchargers here in Denmark.
There are a lot of superchargers, especially considering the size of this place.
Yeah, I think that between Hirtshals, where we came with the boat, and to the border to Germany, I think it's like 6 or 7 superchargers.
Yeah, and then there's normally Denmark, they're not very big. It's 7 to 8 or something, 8 or 12, I think, and that's okay for now. Yeah. Anything you want to say?
No.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe,
Share.
all that stuff. And be safe, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye bye.